Hi, my kings and queens. How you doing? Yeah. So yeah, since I'm all up right now, trying to wait for this medicine to kick in. I was thinking about like when I was younger, how like I used to because like when I was younger, I was like the black sheep of my family because my mom, she was married and she had got a separation, and my father, she met my father and had me. And being as though I wasn't from her husband and I was brown skinned, nobody in my mom's family liked me. So I was like the black sheep of the family. Yeah. So like I used to, when I first started doing poetry, I used to always find peace because I lived in the suburbs of Cheltenham. Like, Cheltenham's half of Philadelphia. I mean, it is. People be like, no, it ain't. Yeah, it is. Um, but I was in the suburban part. But, like, next to, like, Jenkintown. I lived in Wingcote, you know. That was part of Cheltenham. Glenside, Elkins Park, you know, around there. Um, I used to always look out of my bedroom window and look at the moon and stars and talk to God. But I used to always talk to the moon and stars too when I was young. I used to do it all the time before I went to bed, said a prayer, and I would talk to the moon and stars. I used to love looking at the moon and stars. I still do. I still do. Um, I found peace doing that, you know, because I used to cry a lot because I was the black sheep of my family, and nobody didn't like me because of, you know, because I didn't come from my mom's husband, so nobody didn't like me. Only one did love me is my mother, you know. Me and my sisters really didn't get along back then either. Me and my brother did, but me and my sisters didn't. So that's why there's like a huge gap in between us because of that. But yeah, then I started writing a lot of poetry from looking at the stars, the moon, and the sky. And I started learning how to write a lot of poetry. Started off with me just writing about my feelings about stuff, and then it turned into something else. So yeah, it was like one of my like peaceful times. I do it to this day when I get like real angry and real pissed off. I look at the stars and the moon. You know, just say a prayer to God, and I look at the sky. I look at the stars and the moon. Yeah. See, people get down on me because they just go after, like, I guess the way I look, my face expressions, or the way I talk, I guess. And they be like, okay, she's this, she's that, blah, blah, blah. Or like my Facebook, all them friends, oh, you got all these options. Ugh. I ain't that type of person at all, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't start, like, really being around guys until I was, like, 18 years old. Wasn't interested, like, I don't know. I was a tomboy, like, I hung out with my brother and his friends. I Yeah, I didn't start hanging around with boys like that until I was 18 years old. You know, like, um, I stayed to myself, you know, just did my poetry. I had to face reality to a whole bunch of things. So, like, this is why I'm, like, so extra when it comes down to, like, my kids. I show them love all the time. I let them know that I love them. I let them know how beautiful and handsome they are. Only because when I was young, I didn't get none of that. None of that type of love. You know, nobody liked me or loved me or anything. Loved me enough for anything like that. That went on for a while. So that's why I'm always like my own person. I do what I want to do, you know, because I never had anybody around me. You know, I always just kept to myself. I had to learn lessons on my own. Didn't nobody teach me nothing. Everything that I learned on my own. You know, the first relationship that I was in that was real was my daughter's father. And I was beaten in that relationship, abused really bad. You know, I almost died. Me and my daughter, we almost died because I was pregnant with my daughter. He put me in the hospital. He beat me up so bad that he put me in the hospital. Because I was pregnant, he was punching me in my stomach. I had black eyes, everything. And I caught preeclampsia, and that's something that you catch when you eat while you're pregnant, and the baby stops accepting like the food, so it becomes poison around the baby. So like he was beating me. I had high blood pressure when I was pregnant with her because of the preeclampsia. So when he was beating me up all the time, and when he did put me in the hospital, my blood pressure shot up so high that I almost had a heart attack, and me and my daughter almost died. You know, so I was constantly fighting for my life. So you know, because I had to learn lessons on my own. I had guns pointed to my head, my back, you know, from dudes. If you leave me, I'm gonna shoot you. I had guns pointed to my back and so I had all kinds of stuff. Like I went through a lot of stuff for years, you know. I had to learn all my lessons on my own. And this is why I'm like completely overprotected with my kids. And I show them all the love in the world because I know how it feels to not have love at all. Yeah. I was even beaten before by him. I was beaten so bad, it was not funny. He was trying to kill me and my oldest daughter. She was only like 3 weeks old, and he put a pillow over her head, punched me in my face, caught me off guard, and I ended up dropping on the ground. Yeah, he put a gun to my head, was beating me the fuck up. My daughter was screaming on the bed. Like, that's why I just be like, you know, I've been through the worst. So much stuff. So much crazy stuff. That's why I be on here making these videos, just to let y'all know to not let nobody make you feel like you ain't nothing or try to abuse you mentally or physically. Just stay strong in your power, you know? I try to talk to as many people as I can because I get it. I understand it. People think that I don't, but I do. And everything I learned, I try to pass it on to everybody else because I don't want to see nobody else fall like I did. I fell growing up a lot, and I had to learn everything on my own. Every lesson I had to learn on my own. I had to educate myself with a lot of stuff. So if you ever think that I don't get it, I get it. I understand how it feels to not be loved, or to just feel like you're nothing in this world, or to feel like the world's beating you up, or just scared to love somebody or can't trust nobody. I get it. I was already there. And I never want to see somebody go through what I went through, because it was so hard to get back up from that. Very, very, very hard. I've seen a lot, and I've been through a lot. That's why I said, I was like, somebody must have been really praying on me, because I could have lost my life a couple times. So that's why I just constantly let y'all know, Libra loves you. Libra's love is sincere. If you need to talk, email me. I always get my email and everything, because I get it. I understand it. I get how it feels to be in that pain, or feel like people that you love so much and turn their back on you and not love you. Family, friends, or not being able to trust people. Because you get in your head like, and this went in my head a lot. I used to always tell people that my mom didn't love me, my dad didn't love me, or my family, my sisters. How the fuck I know that you love me? How can you ever love me? I mean, come on, they couldn't love me, and that's my family. You not in my fucking family, so how could you love me? I used to always say that. I never believed anybody when they said it. Never. You know, it got it. My kids, they have me because of whatever reason. Everything that I went through with my family, it kind of got taken out on my kids too. So I keep my kids with me, and I let them know that they're loved, because like my kids don't know my family like that. They know one of my sisters really good, but the rest of my sisters, they don't know them. Crazy as it sounds, it's the truth. They don't know them. They know them. Really spend time with them. Yeah. So, like, if you think that I don't get it, I get it. I understand it. I understand how it feels to be alone in the world. And I want to let y'all know you're not alone in the world. I had to learn that too. So, yeah. If you got any questions or want to know more, email me. 'Cause I know you ain't going to want to put a comment down about that. I wouldn't tell nobody. I would email the person instead of leaving a comment. But it's SamanthaNoble298@gmail.com. I was thinking about getting another phone, so I can like give y'all my phone number so y'all can call like the other phone. I have 2 phones already, but I was gonna get another phone just for y'all, you know, real people, no dickheads, real people, you know. Maybe I can help somebody or save somebody or let somebody know that they're loved no matter what other people say. I know it's hard to believe it or to be able to trust somebody, but there's somebody out there that loves you. Don't think that nobody loves you. Trust me. I know. I tried to, because I felt lonely and sad and went through the things I went through. I tried to kill myself like 4 times. And I tried to do it a couple months ago. Not a couple months ago. No, I was living in my other house. Yeah, so that would be like almost yeah, it was, yeah. Like back in November when my daughter was going through it, she went through, and in October, I tried to too. It's, it was a lot of stuff I was going through. I got lost. So I get it. I understand how that feels to just feel lost. I did used to drink a lot, but I quit doing that. I stopped doing that because it wasn't helping me because I was waking back up with the problems. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I used to smoke a lot of weed and that didn't help. So I just stopped all that shit. And I was just like, fuck it. I started crying. I was just like, I don't mean shit to nobody. Don't nobody fucking love me or care. And I did try to kill myself. Back in October and November. So I do get how it feels to be lonely. I get how it feels to feel like you're not loved. But there is somebody that loves you. God loves you. I love you. Even though I don't know you, I still love you. Just know that you're special. Even when people make you think that you're not loved, you're not special, you really are. Alright? So yeah. Let me get off of here. I don't know what made me say that. I'm like in this truthful mood for some reason. I've been in some truthful moods for like touched on like a month now, like a month and a half now. It's been in this mood of being honest. I guess I'm tired of hiding things. I mean, hiding feelings or hiding anything. I mean, I'm just tired of it. Like I always say, you got one time to live, so why hide stuff? I mean, it's just stupid. Plus, it's all part of growing up. Yeah. So, that don't mean that I'm not healed. I am healed. I did go through a period where as though I had to heal. I went through my dark shadow and healed. I went through a lot. So that doesn't mean that I'm sitting here sad now or depressed or crying. No. I healed all that. But I'm just letting y'all know. Life wasn't easy for me either. I went through a lot. The world beat me down a lot. But I'm letting you know that you can get back up and be strong and take on any blows that the world try to throw at you. Remember, you strong. Alright? So whoever's going through it, you'll get through it. You will. It will hurt, but you'll make it through. And when you do heal yourself, get back up again, go and feel strong, go and feel all that energy. You'll be able to take any blows that the world try to throw at you. So just go through the pain. If you're in a messed up relationship, anything, just, you know it ain't right, don't go back to the crap just because you think, oh, it's comfortable. No, if you was going through a situation and you wasn't comfortable, don't let people make you go backwards. Only you know you. Go forward. And yeah, it's going to be hard, but guess what? You're going to make it. That's what I said about that tunnel, y'all. I tell y'all that all the time. God's at the end of the tunnel, y'all. Just make it through there. I love y'all. I do. Honestly do. Stay strong, y'all. And make it through. Mwah. Remember, Libra's love, always sincere, and it's real. It's never fake. Alright? Bye.